Hello, hello. This is Gabe Kwakyi here. I'm trying something new here, and I'm going to be doing 5-minute lectures, kind of readings from the book that I published to share some more of the content with you. And if you like it, then you can buy the book and go deeper here. But the first lecture is going to be on sticky thoughts. And so, what is a sticky thought? A sticky thought is something that I use in my coaching practice, and it distinguishes. It is distinguished as from fluid thoughts, which I'll cover in another lecture here. But it helps clients in order to develop a better awareness of some of the dynamics that are going on inside their minds that can lead to burnout or worse work-life balance. So, sticky thought is a term that I like to use to identify some kind of like unsustainable, really stress-oriented thoughts, behaviors, beliefs that can be conjured by your wiring. Sticky thoughts follow the stress and the intense emotions such as anxiety, guilt, shame, fear, and they are, as the name implies, really difficult to let go or escape once they spring into your mind. So sticky thoughts, they really can quickly narrow your mental bandwidth in order to obsessively focus on a problem or an urgent stressor. And this is why they were created to begin with by this kind of our system, that is us. Like pain, they're really effective at blocking out everything else so you can concentrate your focus. And that is because the goal is to ensure that you do what you need to maximize resolving that stressor. I talk about this a lot, but the stress system is a survival system. And so when we need to survive, we need to just concentrate on whatever the heck we can do in order to fight or flight or freeze or just address that stressor. We need nothing else but concentrating on that resolution of the stressor. And so, yeah, when an important urgent goal to accomplish pops up, like you really need to work on a presentation that you really feel attached to, or like you're really anxious about this client presentation, this team presentation, then sticky thoughts can pop up. And really, they don't come with an off switch. That's one of the characteristics of them. It's hard to unstick or unattach from them. So as a consequence, they can overstay their welcome and can become harmful quite easily, particularly in the moments in which your body or mind are already filled with stress, chronic stress especially. It's hard to unstick from these, and they can pull us into uh, blurring our work-life boundaries, staying longer, doing more work, not doing the things that help us to recover from stress, but maintaining the stress. Um, Among the many downsides of sticky thoughts is that they can loop over and over again in your mind. They can ruminate. They can go far past the point of diminishing return. So they can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. For instance, the more that you think anxious thoughts, the more that you're going to react anxiously to the world because that's what's filling your head. And the more that you will truly believe that the world is an anxious, anxiety-laden place. And so from this, you're going to isolate yourself more from the world, and it'll be harder to escape the gravity of this cycle of anxiety. So in this kind of a cycle, sticky thoughts can become so strong that they become synonymous with your self-identity. I feel like I've just got to keep working hard, got to address my lack of or my anxiety with more work. They can make this can make these reacting to sticky thoughts or whatever the source of the sticky thoughts is as dangerous to tamper with. You might resist detaching from your sticky thoughts, making changes in life, no matter what new information is coming up. Like, for instance, health issues that are popping up from working so much, because you just feel like you need to react to fix the issue. That's what the stress system does. It pushes us into reaction mode. So in being trapped in such an overwhelming cycle, can easily be led into a burnout or a quarter life crisis without really fully consciously comprehending how or why. So how do you know? Well, talk a little bit about what sticky thoughts are, but what are some real telltale signs for you to know when you're caught in the grip of a sticky thought? Telltale signs include that they are very me, my, I centered. They can drain your emotional and your spiritual energy levels. They reduce your creativity, your critical thinking, your curiosity, your rational thinking. They inhibit your willingness to rest and recover your energy levels. They urge you to get more and accumulate more just for the sake of more money, more promotion, more validation, more reports done at work, more Slack reactions, more emails sent. They urge you to really feel as though you can't do or think about anything else. No dinner right now, just got to respond to this thing. They often involve absolutes like I must, I have to, I can't. They're really intense and they can be highly disruptive to whatever was happening before or after the stress created the sticky thoughts. They can lead to loss avoidant assumptions. For instance, like I just can't lose what I've gained. They can make you think about what ifs. What if everything starts to go wrong, or worst case scenarios? What if I don't do this presentation properly? Then am I going to get fired? I'll never get a job again. And do a spiral. They're powered again by intense emotions. If you're feeling really anxious about something, frustrated to a deep degree, shameful about something, really guilty. These can be telltale signs of sticky thoughts. Again, they urge you to take action immediately, even if you don't exactly know what to do. If an email comes in, you're like, oh shit, this came in from an important client. Shoot, I've got to do something here. That's a telltale sign if you're not able to think properly through things. They revolve around comparisons, what you have, what you aren't, what you don't have. They can really feel like they're out of alignment with your guts, but more just something that you have to do. So maybe more like you feel like kind of pushed down from your shoulders or crunched in together, as if the stress is just pressing you down rather than, okay, I know it's important to respond to this client, so I'm going to do so in a way that respects my boundaries, for work life, but also gets the client some of the information they need. They can really make you also believe that you know everything there is to know about a situation, without really exploring some other angles or possibilities. For instance, the email with the client. Maybe if you're in a sticky thought, and if you're sticky in that situation, you might say, I know I have to respond to this email right now, and I don't need to ask for help from anyone. But maybe it would be better for you to ask a little bit and understand, why is the client asking for something? What's the reason behind this? Is there a way for us to, if they're asking for more work, for instance, is there a compromise here? Can you, ask someone else to help on this, to wait till to the morning, or swap out some other work with this, or something else? Again, there's this black and white thinking sense where it's just there's no middle options, so no compromise, no negotiations, just yes or no, in or out, and you don't want to choose the out or the no, because that's going to lead to the worst case scenarios that are mushrooming in your mind. They can feel like they're priority number one, like you just have to respond to this, because even if the situation is clearly not life threatening, you may still somehow feel as if kind of some part of you is threatened by this. That's a telltale sign of stress. Stress is survival. You're sort of in a mini feeling of it, as though you're in survival, and that you've just got to fix it or figure it out. Otherwise, something bad is going to happen. So in a way, in a word, sticky thoughts are exploitative. They exploit your energy. They exploit your time, your resources. They siphon your attention away from the bigger picture of your life and into this singular issue. This is a little bit longer than 5 minutes, but this is a little bit more about what sticky thoughts are. I hope this was a bit more helpful for you to kind of identify the thinking patterns that are influential in pulling you towards the slippery slope of burnout. So if you want to go deeper into this, learn more about the fluid thoughts side of things, stay tuned for another one of these lectures, or get the book and go deeper here. It's on Amazon, paperback, Kindle. Use the QR code to search the title here. But one last thing I'll leave you with if you find yourself in the grips of a sticky thought and you're like, well, what do I do about this? I feel stressed, but I don't know what to do. Just take a break. This is the thing that you need to do in this situation. The more that you keep trying to think through and mentally address or respond to that issue without moving your body a bit, the less successful you're going to be. So what you do when you realize you're stuck to something at the end of the day, you actually, your gut says go home, but your mind says fix this, get up. Take a 1 minute walk. Maybe it extends into a 5 minute walk. Just go for a little walk. Leave the computer there, not like I'm doing here, and just look at the scenery. Look at, if you can be outside, that's so much the better. Don't pull your phone out. Just take a break from technology and screens and just walk. That will help to detach yourself, your thinking from the sticky thought enough to the point where you might be able to think more rationally about things and actually think about the bigger picture of like, does it really matter if I don't address this right here, right now? Or can I go to dinner? Can I leave work? So anyway, hope this helps. Yeah, many more topics like this in the book. I'll do more lectures like this. And really, the reason I do this is because I really want to help people. I went through 2 burnouts myself in a quarter-life crisis and know how difficult it can be and how alone you can be and how just not sure what to do about these things and what's going on it can feel. So really my main goal here is to help people, to spread awareness of what's going on, the dynamics, as well as what you can do in these kinds of situations. So comment, let me know if you like this, if there's particular topics as well that you'd like covered, and I'll see you again real soon. Good luck.